Hello my strong friends. This video I'm going to take you through a full squat warm-up. This might seem like a long warm-up to you, but this is actually something that you're going to want to do, especially if you have a heavy squat session or a squat session that you're kind of nervous about weight or a powerlifting meet. So this warm-up, it's kind of long, but I think it is important for lifters to most importantly mobilize the joints that are involved in the movement and activate the key muscle groups that you need, especially those that sometimes fail us when we're failing lifts. Specifically in this video, I'm gonna take a group of my lifters through a glute med warm-up, a couple of exercises that will activate their glutes, and also some warm-ups that will activate the core. That's the main focus in the activation portion of this. So hopefully you find something interesting or useful in this video. If you wanna see the bench and deadlift version of this video, please let me know. Comment down below what you wanna see, or give this video a like so that I know to post the next versions. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this. See you in the next one. Bye.
Squat warm-up. Take one, take the only one. You guys know how to warm up, right? But a lot of times I see your squats and I'm like, did you warm up? I don't know. I don't know if you warmed up or did you? So we're gonna go over a warm up that'll not only get your juices flowing, get blood flowing in your body, but also one that'll mobilize you and activate you. That's the biggest thing that most people forget, is that your warm-up should serve as activation for the movement that you're doing. Some of the things, this is a pretty long version of a warm-up, but find out what you need and take parts of it if you don't have enough time to do this like 10-minute warm-up. 10-minute warm-up is not that long, but once you start to potentiate and like add more weight on the bar, it ends up being like 20 minutes. So maybe we don't have that time every day, but on your big squat days, then maybe do all of this. Or find the thing that was missing from your warm-up, how it is now, and incorporate that into next time. We're just gonna get moving. Let's do some butt kicks and a quad stretch back towards me. So you know this one, take it slow. We're stretching your quads. Just like basketball camp, when you were 12, you've done this one. Okay, next, we're gonna have foot flex, and then we're just gonna walk and stretch your hamstrings all the way back. So you're pushing your hips back and getting a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Probably all of you need this, especially if you've been traveling. Feels good. So I won't force all of you today to like get on a Airdyne or get on a rower machine, because for your warm-up you do want to raise your heart rate a little bit, but a lot of times these more dynamic stretches will kind of serve that purpose. So today I want you to get moving, feel good. Okay, next one, we're gonna do a high knee, but we're gonna bring it out to the side. So externally rotate and bring it out to the side. Some of you might be out here. Mark, oh, that's very good. Try to keep your knee that's with the foot on the floor still facing me. So try not to bend that knee or externally or internally rotate that knee at all. So yeah, open your groin, make it feel nice. Mine feels some kind of way right now because my squat stance is adjusted, you know, not for anything else. Okay, next movement, we're gonna do inchworms. So touch your toes, be mindful of your buddy behind you. Touch your toes, and I want you to come all the way out. Do a little up dog, down dog, and then walk it back in. Yeah. Walk out. Yeah, nice. Up dog, down dog, and then walk it back in. Look at you yogis. Really good. If you have a hard time touching your toes, try not to worry. Go down as far as you can. And then, you know, if you need to walk out here a little bit, that's fine. Don't stress yourself out if you can't. If you're not a flexi, yogi, powerlifter, it's hard to find. Where'd my demo man Ryan go? Slacker. You guys feel a little bit more loosey-goosey? You feel like you're stretched out? Okay, let's get it up and moving. We're gonna do high knees, like quick now, to the end. You can do this one, right? So quick, you know this one. Marcus, show them how it's done. Oh! Yeah. Whoa, faster, faster. Good job, y'all. There we are. And then butt kicks on the way back. Sick. Okay, everybody find a pole. If you need a partner, that's fine. And what we're gonna do is be mindful of, have some proprioception, right? Be mindful of who's around you. So we're gonna do leg kicks laterally to the side, each leg. I wanna see 8 reps here. So 1, 2, 8, and the other one too. So do that on your own. Don't kick your friends. Don't kill yourself. We're just trying to open up your hip and increase your mobility so you're ready to squat. Do what feels good, not what hurts. So then once you guys got both sides, you're going to face out, use the bar for support, and you're gonna do each leg forward, forward and back. Again, if your kick looks more like this, but you're feeling a little bit of a stretch, that's totally fine. If you're a former cheerleader though, and you wanna just show us what you're made of, that's also cool. Oh, good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So in front of all you guys, I'll give you guys this one back. You've got a hip circle. Probably done this before. So we're gonna go there and back. First one is just a lateral walk. A lot of times you'll see people just doing a lateral walk like, yeah, I'm doing it, right? No, the point of this is to turn on your glute med. That's usually where a lot of us, myself included, well, my squat stance was a little bit different, we'll squat and then it's like really heavy and then we're like, oh my God. And our knees are making out with each other. Let's avoid that, and usually that weakness is in our glutes because we're sitting down all day, we're not really using them ever until we're squatting, and then they don't work when we need them to. So we're gonna activate them so that they're like, oh hey, I'm here, I'm ready to work, I'm ready to recruit for your squats, which is what we need them to do. So instead of just walking, we're gonna have a little bit of a bend in the knee. We're gonna internally rotate our toes just slightly, and then we're gonna do our lateral walk. So you'll do it halfway there one way, and then you'll just turn and then continue going on. You see the entire time as I'm demoing, I'm like poking myself in the butt. On both sides, you should feel it activating no matter which direction you're going. So keep poking it and start feeling it. Yep. Let's get a little bit more of a squat there. So a little bit, yep. There we are. And it can be nice and slow. Sometimes when we think air squats, we're like, oh, okay, 100, CrossFit, let's do it. Nothing wrong with CrossFit, nothing wrong with doing a lot to get a workout in, but we're gonna take it really, really slow. What we're gonna do is we're going to think about pushing our knees out. Whenever you start, even initiating by pushing your knees out, you start to feel that same activation there. So we're gonna push our knees out and then just take a 6-second descent on the way down. Hold it there, but keep your tension in your hamstrings. I can feel my glutes still, and then go up, 6 seconds. So 6 seconds down, pause for a second, and then 6 seconds on the way back up. Take it really, really slow. So we're just really, really slowly. You should be screwing your feet into the ground. Pause it. Doesn't feel good. It's not easy. It's really hard to keep that tension. So you may not think, maybe no one's ever said like, oh, when you're warming up, like warm up for squats, you know, it's all about your legs. It really is about your trunk. It really is about your core activation. So we're gonna do some bird dogs. Get in your quadruped position, so on your hands and knees. If you've got weak knees, throw some knee sleeves under your knees if you need to. We're extending our opposite hand and foot, extending. We're making sure that our tailbone, our back isn't arched. Our back isn't arched here. We're in a neutral position. Squeeze your butt, reach, hold it for a few seconds, and then you can switch. When you're doing these for your squat warm-up, try to think about holding it for 10 seconds each. Try to feel your body weight is equally distributed between your hand on the floor and your knee on the floor. You're not leaning, you're not sagging on the opposite arm that's extending. You're keeping everything as balanced as it would be if you were still in that quadruped position. You might be shaking, that's okay. This is fine. the sweet spot to where you're fully engaged, to where you're fully supported and in the right position so that your core needs to stay strong to keep you up there. We're not running a mile. We don't want you to be exhausted, but we want certain things to be turned on, not fatigued, but turned on. Okay, last thing, I promise, and then we'll get under a bar. We're gonna do bird dogs. We just did bird dogs. We're gonna do different animal, not alive, dead bugs. So get on your back. Thank God you can lie down. For these, I want you to think about how you bench press without tucking your shoulders all the way under you, but get them tight, somewhat retracted. Shoulders retracted, they're digging into the floor behind you, and the space, there's no arch in your back, there's no space of air in between the floor and your back. So you're digging your erectors, you're digging your spine into the floor, and the navel comes down to the floor as well. So same thing, you're extending opposite arm and leg, one at a time. Whenever it feels hard, I want you, or if it feels easy, either way, I want you to think about pushing your belly button into the floor and keeping it tight. And keep it slow and controlled. If it's tough, if it's too hard for you, hold your hips and just extend one leg at a time. Maintain activation in that core. You've got like a hollow body kind of hold going on. Keeping it tight. Almost done. Who's ready to squat? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, sick. That's your warm up. The last thing that we're gonna do is, remember when we had this super slow squat? I want you now all to get under a barbell, get on the barbell, and just very, very slowly do your slow descent squat. Hold it, slow descent back up. Throughout that entire time, you should feel these, you should feel your newly activated core ready to fire up so that you're like, God damn it, I want to put more weight on the bar right now.
I hope that you guys found something helpful in that full squat warm-up. Of course, this is a more intense warm-up that's going to be best for preparing for a powerlifting meet or preparing for a heavy, heavy squat day. It's still important to warm up, so take something from this. You don't have to take it all, but take something from this, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to give this a like so that I know to post the bench and deadlift warm-ups for you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.